asked your friends about yesterday, I was asking them about Batul, and I told them if you want to call Batul or you want to reach Batul to inform her that today we will have a quiz, what will you do? So I heard many answers from your friends, but I will not ask the same persons that attended with me the session yesterday. I will ask, of course, new students to tell me how can we reach Batul. Batul is not with you at the same place, but you want to reach her, you want to find her, to tell her that today we will have a quiz. Let's say, good morning, ya Omar.
Good morning.
Omar, we need to call Batul to
There is no
inform.
internet connection.
Sorry?
Because that I didn't go to the quiz because there's no internet connection.
You were not able to join from the data of your mobiles for your mom or your dad, any mobile data, not from the Wi-Fi itself?
Now I joined the date of my mom.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking about. You didn't try, why didn't you try to join from this data in the morning in order not to miss your quiz? You told me right now that you joined your mobile, the mobile data of your mom, but Omar, I
There is
will
no
ask you
signal.
first. It's okay, Omar.
There
I
is
will
no signal.
ask. Sorry, there was no signal. Okay, I will ask my HOD about what can we do in your case, because I have the same problem with the students from other grades. So I think that you will do it with the term exam. Maybe you will do it with the term 4 exam, because you will do term 4 exam physically. So when you come to school, you may take this paper of the quiz with your term exam. But of course, you have to wait for my response until I tell you what will you do. Okay, Omar? So now I want to ask you if we want to reach Batul or to inform her that today we have a quiz. Okay, what can you do? How can you reach her? Omar?
Communicate.
What can you do
Communicate.
to inform Batul that we have a quiz today? How can you reach her? Omar, do you still hear me? I cannot hear you, Omar. Sorry? Yes, Omar, what did you say? Yeah, you said that you will use your mobile phone to call her and to inform her that we will have a quiz today. Okay, thank you, Omar. If I want to ask,
Yes.
yes. Now, if I want,
I think I have a lot of noise.
yes, Omar, I heard your answer. You
Noise.
said that we can call her. Type, Selim, how can I reach Batul to inform her that today we will have a quiz? Selim? Selim? Selim, are you there? Where are you? Yeah, Selim, you're switching off your camera. This is not a good behavior. That I said you have to turn on your camera. Type, if I want to ask Zain, yalla Zain, what can we do to inform Batul that we will have a quiz today? Omar said we can call her on the mobile phone. What else can we do?
go to her, visit her, and
Yeah, you
talk to her
said we
face.
can go to her or visit her and talk to her face to face. Thank you so much.
I
Now let me ask Mustafa Amr. Yes, Mustafa. What can we do? What can we do to reach Batul, ya Mustafa?
Yes,
Yeah, what can we do?
we can communicate. We can communicate her.
We can call her.
We can communicate.
Yes, this is what I'm asking about. How can you communicate with her? What will you do? Your friend said that we can call her on the mobile phone. Zain said that we can visit her. What else can we do?
We can talk to her on our lap.
Yeah, you can use the internet to send her a message on Facebook, on Messenger, or we can send her a message on WhatsApp. Yes, we have different means of communication or different ways to inform Batul that we will have a quiz today. This is what we will talk about today. We will talk about how can we share news, how can we share ideas with our friends, with our parents, with our relatives. If you want to inform someone about any new news, about any idea that came to your mind, it's called communicate. So the verb that we should use to tell our friends or to tell our family or to tell our teachers about anything that you want him or her to know about is called communicate. Please repeat after me. Communicate. Repeat.
communicate.
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 Communicate. Again. Communicate.
Communicate.
Yes. Communicate.
Communicate.
طيب يبقى we said that this is called communicate. What is the meaning of communicate? Communicate when we share news and ideas together. When I told you, did you know that Miss Angie was absent yesterday? Really? Why? So you started to talk. Do you know that we will go out tomorrow for a picnic? Really? When and where? So you start to communicate. So when I call Batul and or I call Amr, for example, Amr, tomorrow we will have an online session. Please don't be absent. So I start to tell him information and news or ideas. Or if I want to call Yasin Ayman, let's go to the cinema to call him. Let's go to the club. So I am communicating, I'm talking with him to share with him news or ideas. So it's called communicate. Again, communicate. Third time, communicate. What is the meaning of communicate? Communicate, share news and ideas. Communicate, share news and ideas. Communicate, share news and ideas. يلا ياسين شرف. Communicate. ها. ياسين.
Use and
Communicate.
ideas.
يلا ياسين ها. Communicate.
Share, use and ideas.
Excellent. يلا يا شهد. شهد, I cannot see your mic يا شهد to unmute you. يلا رقية يحيى. Communicate. ها.
Share, use and ideas.
Excellent. يلا ياسين أيمن. Communicate.
Share news and ideas.
Share news and ideas. Communicate. Miss Batul, finally we found you. Communicate. ها.
Yes.
يلا يا بتول ها.
Share, use and ideas.
Thank you. Mariam. Communicate.
Share, news.
Share news and ideas. Thank you. يلا يا ساجي. Communicate. ساجي. Communicate. Share news and ideas. Communicate, share news and ideas. Mustafa and Layan, communicate.
Share news.
Ideas. Thank you. عمرو الهيطة. Where is عمرو? يلا يا عمرو. Communicate.
Yes.
ها. Communicate.
Share news and ideas.
Thank you so much. Amr, how do you communicate with your friends?
With messenger.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
With messenger.
Messenger, yeah, you are using the messenger to communicate with your friends. Okay, do you have another ways that you're communicating, you can use to communicate with your friends?
Yes.
Huh? What else? What else can we use? Huh?
WhatsApp.
What did you say?
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. WhatsApp. Okay, thank you. Ahmed, do you have another way that we can use to communicate with our friends?
Make a Zoom meeting.
We can arrange a Zoom meeting, for example, like what we are doing right now. We are communicating together through the internet or using the Zoom program, of course, via the internet. Thank you, Ahmed. So we said communicate, share news and ideas. Communicate, share news and ideas. Mustafa and Layan, look at the screen. So we said communicate means share news and ideas. Okay. So we said the verb itself, which is communicate, it means that we share news and ideas. And I asked your friends, how can we communicate together? What is the ways that we are using to communicate together? And really, I appreciate and I'm so proud of the examples that you gave it to me. Here, let's go to the word communication. Communication means the ways that you are using to communicate with your friend, the ways that you are using to talk to your friend. It's called communication. What do we use to call your friend? What do we use to inform our friends about the ideas or the news that we have? Yani, Carla, from the pictures that's in front of you, can you give me an example of one of the ways that we can use to communicate with our friends? Yala ya Cookie, what can we use from here? What is one way from these ways that are in front of you that we can use to communicate with our friends?
We talk face to face and call her.
Thank you. We can talk face to face. Excellent. Masa, another way of communication. You can look at the picture. And why do you turn off the light? Please turn on the light. I cannot see you. Turn on the light, ya Masa. 1 minute. Masa, turn on the light first and let's talk. Turn on the light. Masa?
Yes.
I cannot hear what you're saying, honey. I cannot hear what you're saying, really. Your voice is so far. Can you tell me one of the means of communication from the pictures that is in front of you? I think the signal is so bad, so that's... Huh? Really, I cannot hear your voice. Mesa, I cannot hear your voice. I'm sorry. If you can leave the meeting and join it again to talk to me, I appreciate it. Miss Lara Islam, can you tell me one of the ways that we can use to communicate? No, this is Mesa. Still, we have Mesa. Mesa, I cannot hear what you're saying now. I'm asking Laura Islam to give me an example of one of the ways of communication. Laura Islam, are you with me? Laura Islam. طيب Malika, can you give me an example of one of the ways of communication?
Communication.
Yeah, one of the means of communication that we can use to call or to talk to our friends.
I know something. The phone.
The phone, okay, or the telephone. Yeah, the telephone that's in front of you. It's one of the ways of communication. Guys, the ones who joined with fake names, really, I will remove you from the meeting. Okay? Malika and me and Batul, who joined with this account? Type, change the name, please. Change the name or I will remove this name from the meeting. Lana. Lana? Lana?
Yes.
Lana, can you give me an example of the means of communication that we can use? If you don't know, you can look at the picture and tell me one way of the ways that we can use for communication. First of all, sit down properly. Sit down properly. Down. Huh? Look here. Lana, did you
To
hear?
call.
Sit down.
To call.
Sit down. Lana, sit down properly. No, you're not sitting properly. Okay, what can we use to communicate with our friends?
To call.
Like what? Call using mobile phones to call and use the telephone, right? So this is one of the means of communication. Okay, thank you so much. So we said communication or communicate, share news and ideas. This is the verb. This is the main part of our lesson. What's the meaning of communicate, share news and ideas? Communicate, share news and ideas. Type. What is the meaning of communication? Here it means the ways that we are using to speak to our friends, the way that we are using to communicate with our friends. What do you use to communicate with your friends? We can talk to them face to face. We can talk to them through the internet. We can talk to them with or on the telephone or the satellite, right? Using the TV, radio, mobile phone. In the past, they were writing letters, okay, to communicate with each other. So communication means the way people share news. What did they use? Did you use Messenger? Did you use WhatsApp? Did you write a letter? Did you talk to him face to face? Did you call him on his mobile phone? Did you call him on the telephone? What did you use to communicate with your friends? So communication the way, communication the way, communication the way. Again, communication the way people share news, the way people share news. Communication the way people share news. Communication the way people share news. يلا آدم. Communication the way people share news, the way people share news. Adam, communication.
The way people share news.
The way
and
people
ideas.
share news. Communication.
The way people share news and
The way
ideas.
people share news. Thank you so much. Communication, the way people share news. يلا يا ديدا. Communication, ها.
The way people share news.
برافو, okay, ها. يلا يا لارا. ها communication. ها communication. يلا يا لارا. لارا. لارا يونس.
Yes.
يلا يا لارا.
Yes.
communication. ها the way people share news. communication.
The way people share news.
communication. The way people share.
The way people share news.
The way people share news. The way people share news. Now I want to play a video for you about the means of communication or the ways that we can use to communicate with our friends. Please, I want you to look at your screen to watch the different means of communication. 1 minute and I will share the video with you. Communication. So again, what did we cover today? We said communicate, share news and ideas. Communicate, share news and ideas. Communication the way. Communication the way that people share news. Communication the way that people share news. Communication the way that people share news. How do people share news with each other? Communication, the way people share news. Communication, the way people share news. Okay, communication, the way people share news. Mustafa Amr, can you tell me what is the meaning of communication? Communication. Mustafa Amr. Mustafa Amr. Mustafa. Mustafa Amr is not there. Now let me ask Ruqayya Mahmoud again. Ruqayya. Ruqayya.
Sorry, Miss.
Yalla Ruqayya, what is the meaning of communication? Communication, the way that people share news. Communication, huh?
The way people share news.
Yes, communication,
So
the
must be like.
How can we share news with each other, ya Ruqayya? What I want one example of the means of communication, please.
To speak face to face.
Okay, face to face. So again, let's wrap up. What did we cover today? Today we said communicate. The verb itself means share news and ideas. So if it comes in the exam and it tells you share news and ideas, you have to write communicate. But if you found the word that's called the way we share news and ideas, you have to write communication. Please, you have to take care of the difference between these two sentences. To communicate means to share news and ideas. The ways that people is using to share news and ideas, it's called communication. So once you found the word, the way we share news and ideas, you have to write communication. But if you found share news and ideas only, you have to write communicate. Okay? Again, we said that we have different means of communication that we can use. Face-to-face, internet, messenger, WhatsApp, mobile phones, telephones, letters, radio, TV, because the radio and TV, you can hear the news and watch the news from the radio or from the TV itself. We can hear the news from the radio, and we can hear and watch the news from the TV itself. So we have different means of communication that I don't want you to forget about. And this lesson, of course, it has another part that we will complete it tomorrow, inshallah. Communicate, share news and ideas. يلا grade 1 كده. Communicate, share news and
Communicate.
news and ideas. Okay. Communication the way. Communication the way we share news and ideas. Grade 1, I wish that you understood our lesson for today. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Miss. You're welcome. Bye bye. You're welcome. Bye. Bye.